guys, and welcome back for another video. I know it's been so motherfucking long since I recorded a video or anything, and honestly y'all, I have been fucking going through it, and a lot has changed since the last time I recorded. And I know that I say that a lot because when I go through shit, I tend to shut down. I never told anyone, but I completely broke down at some point, and almost was admitted into the crazy home. I was there for one day, but I begged and pleaded for them to let me go home because it was just not a place that I wanted to be. I've been kind of dealing with this ever since my mother passed away, and you know, over the years I've been having people like pass, like someone's passing every year. So with that being said, my mother passed away in 2014. The next year, my aunt, then my uncle, then my grandma, then my grandfather. My grandfather being last year. So this is a new year. This is a new year. I hope that I don't lose someone. This has literally been a pattern, like every year. It's just so tiring. Like, I just can't even like stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough, like how tiring it is to like not even want a new year to come because you don't know who you're gonna lose. Like, but I broke down, and usually I'm able to maintain like to keep myself on track. I'm usually able to maintain like a good mindset like throughout the day. Ever since I lost my mother, every situation takes me back to there. Like literally, I could be crying about like, I'm not gonna be crying about a bag of chips, but I could be crying about a bag of chips, and I could be so fucking sad about this bag of chips, and I start to think about my mama, and I don't ever see that ever stopping. I hate it's like that. I really hate it's like that because it could be something that has nothing to do with my mother, and the minute something goes wrong, I start to think about her and I get even more sad. I fucking hate that, but it seems to always go that way. If you haven't followed me on my social media, you would know that I am single. Me and him do not talk anymore. We just weren't for each other, and maybe years later I'll tell that story. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it right now. They're kind of fresh and shit, and I'm actually I know for a fact that if I hadn't broke down before, this situation would have made me break down. And y'all, that situation was horrible. I almost ended my life. And I haven't thought like that in a long time since my mother passed away. And I don't think anybody in my circle took it seriously until it actually happened. And I thank God for my friends because they were the ones to bring me out of it. It was just me and the relationship. It was kind of toxic and kind of a lot of stress. But, and it pushed me overboard at the time. And I just thought I wanted to take my life, like just with everything else going on. Now, you know, it's 3 months. I've been single for almost 3 months. It was crazy, you know, and it's really crazy. Not having anyone to vent to about the situation, because to a certain extent I feel like, you know, it's just different. It's just like some people just haven't went through it, and I'm not like knocking anybody, but it's a whole different ball game with me anyway, because I love hard. But it's a whole different ball game when you stand with the person that you're dating and you wake up to them every day. Some people are in relationships with people that they don't see every day. I was emotionally and physically attached to this guy. And for it to come to an end, which I never thought, I saw myself with him for the rest of my life. So for that to come to an end, it was kind of like a big slap in the face. Now I have to go back on my feelings and start over again. And we promised each other that that it will always be us, and to like break that promise. But my headspace was, at the time, I was very, very upset and very drowned. It was plenty nights where I didn't sleep. I was crying a lot. I cried like a couple fucking days ago. Like, I'm always fucking crying. In the midst of not having anyone to vent to, what has been my solution to like getting over the situation and everything else? Well, not clearly like getting over it, but like coping with it. It's been music. Like, I've literally just been listening to music. And, people says that puts you deeper in it. No. The music that I listen to keeps me away from it. Because there have been many times where I've been wanting to just call and, like go back on things. But honestly, I may not need to. I may not need to go back. At least not right now. Because we all like to say that we would never go back, but in reality, we don't know. We don't know, and people change every day. I just try to be realistic about everything, because people don't like to think outside the box. You like to think that you're done with people, but you never know. Like 10 years, a decade later, y'all may meet again. Not okay, and maybe it may not go like that. I'm just being realistic.